All right. Let's dive into something that hits us every single time we go online.
Oh, yeah.
Our data privacy rights.
It's a big one.
It is, but we're ditching the legal mumbo-jumbo today.
Okay.
We're going for practical knowledge that you can actually use.
Awesome.
We're going off of some insights from a legal firm in Almeria, Spain.
Interesting.
But get this, thanks to GDPR, what happens in Spain with data privacy can ripple across the globe, impacting all of us no matter where we are.
I see.
So we're going to explore not just what these rights are, but more importantly, how you can actually use them.
Okay, so let's lay it all out.
Exactly.
Data has become like this essential thing. It's like the lifeblood of our digital world.
Yeah.
And understanding your data privacy rights are absolutely crucial for everyone, for every single person out there.
It's not just rules.
No, not at all.
It actually gives you the power to shape your digital life.
To shape it.
Yeah.
To mold it.
Okay, so let's break it down one by one.
Okay.
First up, the right of access. This is like peeking behind the curtain and seeing exactly what data companies have on you
Okay.
and why.
Right. So transparency.
Yes.
It's all about transparency.
Yeah.
Imagine you get this detailed receipt
Oh, okay.
for all your data.
Yeah.
This is who has it, what kind of information it is, what they're doing with it.
I like that. A receipt. Yeah.
Having that knowledge is power.
Yeah.
It empowers you to make really informed decisions.
Okay. Next, we've got the right to rectification.
All right.
I am certain we have all had that frustrating experience
Ugh,
of trying to fix a typo on a website profile.
Oh, tell me about it.
So this right lets you correct that inaccurate information,
Okay.
but it goes deeper.
Oh.
Think about those algorithms we always hear about.
Yeah.
What happens if they are using faulty data to make decisions that impact you?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Right.
Yeah.
It ensures that the data used to make decisions about you is accurate.
Okay.
So, for example, imagine a credit scoring algorithm
Okay.
that uses your old address,
Oh.
leading to a lower credit score, even though you've been financially responsible at your new address.
Great.
This right gives you the ability to step in and correct that.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a real world example of how powerful this can be.
absolutely.
Okay, on to something I think a lot of people have heard of,
Okay.
but might not fully understand
Right.
the right to be forgotten. It sounds almost like science fiction.
It does.
It's like a digital eraser.
A digital eraser for your past.
For your past, yeah.
But it is captivating. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But it's not as simple as wiping your entire online history clean.
Oh.
It comes with limitations. And it applies in specific situations,
Okay,
like when the data is no longer relevant,
I see.
or if it was processed illegally.
Okay.
There's this constant balancing act going on
Yeah.
between individual privacy and freedom of expression.
So it's not a get-out-of-jail-free card for everything you've ever posted online.
No, not at all. Think of it like this.
Okay.
If someone posts defamatory information about you,
Oh, okay.
you might have the right to have it removed.
Right.
But if you are a public figure
Yeah.
and that information is part of legitimate news reporting, it might not apply.
So context matters.
Context matters a lot.
Okay.
It really depends.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's important to understand the nuances.
Nuances are key.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
The right to restriction of processing.
All right.
This is almost like hitting the pause button
Okay.
on how your data is being used.
Like a pause button. I like that.
Right.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
It's a temporary measure.
Yeah.
You can use it in certain situations.
Yeah.
So let's say
Yeah.
you're disputing the accuracy of some data a company holds about you.
Mm-hmm.
This right allows you to restrict how they use that data
Okay.
until the issue is resolved. It's also useful in cases like legal proceedings where you might want to temporarily limit access to your data.
Makes sense.
So you're putting your data on hold until things get sorted out.
Until things get sorted. Yeah, I like that.
That's really useful.
It is. It gives you breathing room,
Yeah.
A little bit of control.
A bit of control in those situations.
Oh, exactly.
Okay, here's one that I think will resonate with anyone who's ever switched email providers or social media platforms.
Oh, yeah. I've done that a lot.
Data portability.
That's a good one.
Yeah, this is the ability to pack up all your data
Yeah.
and take it to a new digital home.
Move out.
Move out. Yeah.
I love that. Right.
Yeah.
That always felt like a huge step towards more control online.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Data portability allows you to move your data from one service provider to another without any hassle.
Okay.
Promotes competition gives you more freedom to choose.
It's like breaking free from that walled garden and taking your digital life with you.
So empowering.
It is.
Okay, up next.
All right.
A right that gives you a powerful voice.
Ooh, I like this one.
The right to object.
The right to object, all right.
This is where you can say no to certain ways your data is being used.
Okay.
This one is especially relevant today with targeted advertising and profiling. You can object to having your data used to create those personalized ads or to be categorized based on sensitive information.
Important.
It's a way to set boundaries and regain some control over your digital footprint.
I agree.
It's like pushing back against those ads that seem to know a little too much about you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we've all seen those ads.
Yeah, all the time.
They pop up right after you've been talking about something.
It's creepy.
It is creepy, yeah.
Yeah.
It gives you a say in how your data is used to shape your online experience.
You get to say no.
Exactly.
That's a big one.
Okay, we've covered 6 rights.
6 down.
We've got one more to unpack.
Okay, last one.
The right to not be subject to automated decisions.
Whoa, that sounds like a mouthful.
It does. It sounds a bit futuristic.
It does, right?
Like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Like a sci-fi movie, yeah.
But it's about making sure that crucial decisions that impact your life aren't solely made by algorithms without human oversight.
Okay.
This right protects you from potential bias or unfair outcomes from automated systems.
So a safeguard.
Like a safeguard, right?
Yeah, I like that.
You're not just being judged by a computer program.
By a computer, yeah.
For example, if a loan application is automatically rejected based on an algorithm, you have the right to have a human review that decision.
So there's a check and balance.
Exactly.
A human element.
It's about adding that layer of human judgment and accountability to these automated processes.
Absolutely, because we know algorithms are made by humans.
Right.
And they can inherit our biases.
They can, yeah.
So this is important.
Really important.
To ensure fairness.
All right, so we've covered all 7 rights.
7.
And it's clear that we have more control over our data than we might realize.
We have a lot more power than we think.
We do.
Yeah.
But knowing about these rights is one thing.
Okay.
Actually using them is another.
Right, right.
So what steps can our listener take if they actually want to exercise these rights?
So you got to figure out who controls your data.
Okay.
In most cases, it's going to be the company.
Yeah.
Or organization you're interacting with online.
Okay.
They have a legal obligation to respond to your requests related to these rights.
So if I want to access my data, correct inaccurate information, exercise any of these rights, I need to reach out to the company directly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. And most companies have specific procedures for this.
They do.
You can find them in their privacy policies or on their websites.
We got it.
What happens if a company doesn't respond or refuses to honor your request?
Well, that's where the big guns come in.
Okay.
The data protection authorities.
Okay. Every country, every region has its own authority responsible for enforcing data protection laws.
Okay.
For example, in Spain, you can contact AEPD.
AEPD.
The Spanish Data Protection Agency.
Okay, so for our listeners outside of Spain, look up your local equivalent.
You got it.
These authorities are crucial for protecting your data rights.
They are.
They have the power to investigate complaints, they can issue fines, and they enforce compliance with data protection laws.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to reach out to these authorities.
Yeah.
If you feel like your rights have been violated, they're there to help.
They are there to help.
They are.
Data privacy is a fundamental right.
It is.
And you have resources to help you exercise those rights.
You do.
This is really eye-opening.
Isn't it?
I feel like we've just scratched the surface here.
Oh, yeah, there's so much more.
Yeah.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
But this is a good starting point for understanding the power that you have over your data.
Exactly. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. You're not alone. There are so many resources and organizations dedicated to helping people understand and protect their data privacy.
Absolutely. And we're going to delve into some of those resources in the next part of our deep dive.
So stay tuned for more insights and practical tips on how to navigate this complex world of data privacy.
The complex world of data privacy, that's right.
Welcome back. So we've been unpacking these data privacy rights.
Oh, yeah?
And it's clear they're like a toolkit for navigating this digital world.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, are these rights all thanks to GDPR? Or is there more to the story?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
GDPR has been a total game changer.
It has.
Especially for those of us in the EU.
Right.
But the whole concept of data privacy has been evolving for decades.
Oh, okay.
Like even before GDPR, There were laws like the Data Protection Directive, which really laid the groundwork.
So it's been a journey.
It has been a journey.
Not just a sudden shift.
No.
Yeah.
And it makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, as technology changes.
Yeah.
And as our lives become more intertwined with the internet, the need for, stronger data protection kind of naturally emerged.
Yeah, it reminds me of how people used to share everything on social media without a second thought.
Oh, yeah.
Like posting their address, phone number, things that you would never do now.
Never.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. We've become more aware of the risks associated with sharing our data.
Yeah.
And that growing awareness has fueled this movement for stronger data protection laws.
So we had that wait a minute moment.
We did as a society. Yeah. Like, hold on, we need some boundaries here.
Yeah, some boundaries.
Yeah.
And not just with big tech companies, but also with each other.
Yeah.
These data privacy rights aren't just about protecting ourselves from corporations or governments.
Yeah.
It's about how we treat each other's information online.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
It's all connected, yeah.
It is.
Like online harassment or revenge porn. These rights give us a framework for respecting each other's privacy in the digital space.
Absolutely. They empower us to make informed choices about what we share, how it's used, and it holds others accountable.
For respecting those choices.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've established the why
why
behind these rights.
Yeah.
But let's get practical.
Okay.
If our listener wants to take control of their data, where do they even begin?
Well, the first step is awareness.
Okay.
Take some time to understand what information you are sharing online and who has access to it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to click accept on those cookie banners and privacy policies.
I do it all the time.
But taking a few minutes to understand what you're agreeing to can make a huge difference.
Sometimes it feels like those policies are written in a secret language.
Yeah, they really do.
They try to make it as complicated as possible.
But even just skimming them can give you a better idea of how your data is being used.
Exactly.
Okay, so awareness is key.
Awareness is number one.
What else can our listener do?
Be proactive.
Okay.
Don't wait for a data breach or privacy violation to happen before taking action.
Right.
Start by reviewing your privacy settings on social media, other online services.
Yeah, most platforms give you options to control what information is shared publicly.
Did you?
Who can contact you, how your data is used for advertising.
It's worth taking a look.
It is.
And adjusting those settings to match your comfort level.
To your comfort level.
Yeah, exactly. And remember those sign in with Facebook or sign in with Google buttons?
Oh, yeah.
Super convenient.
They are.
But they also allow those companies to track your activity.
Oh, right.
Across different websites.
Okay.
So if you were concerned about privacy, it might be worth using separate logins.
That's something I hadn't really thought about.
It's a trade-off.
It is a trade-off.
Convenience versus privacy.
Right. And speaking of trade-offs, think about all those free apps and services we use.
Oh, yeah. So many.
If you're not paying for the product,
you are the product.
You are the product.
Exactly.
Meaning our data is the currency we're using to pay for those freebies.
You got it.
So before you download that app, sign up for that service. Take a minute to read the terms and conditions.
Ugh, the fine print.
Yeah, understand what data they're collecting, how they plan to use it.
Informed consent.
Informed consent.
Making choices about our data with our eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open.
Exactly. And there are some extra steps you can take if you really want to, level up your privacy game.
Okay.
Strong passwords, two-factor authentication wherever possible.
Cybersecurity basics.
Basics, but they make a huge difference.
They do.
Yeah.
Protecting your accounts from unauthorized access.
Absolutely. And you can even look into a VPN.
A VPN.
Or a privacy-focused browser.
Yeah, a VPN encrypts your internet traffic.
Right.
Masks your IP address. Makes it harder for websites and advertisers to track you.
It does. And those privacy-focused browsers? They block trackers and cookies.
By default.
By default, giving you a more private browsing experience.
So many tools at our disposal.
We have so many.
It's amazing
it is.
To take control of our data.
It's not about being paranoid.
No.
It's about making informed choices.
Informed choices.
Shaping the online world we want to live in.
Yeah.
And this brings us back to the idea of data as the new currency.
Right. Big question.
Big question.
How do you see this evolving in the future?
Well, that is the million-dollar question.
It is.
But it's something we have to think about.
We do.
Like, if our data is so valuable, should we be compensated for it?
Right.
Should we have more of a say in how it's used?
More of a say. Yeah.
These are the questions being debated right now.
They are, yeah.
Some experts believe we need new models of data ownership, perhaps even a system where, individuals can sell or lease their data directly.
I see.
Others are calling for stronger regulations to prevent exploitation.
It's a whole new frontier.
It is. It is.
It's exciting and a bit daunting.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think by having these conversations, raising awareness about data privacy, we can create a future where technology empowers us.
That's what I want.
Not exploits us.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
A future I want to be a part of.
We all do.
Yeah. But for now, I think it's time to wrap up part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay.
Okay, we're back, ready to wrap up.
Ready to wrap up.
This deep dive into the world of data privacy rights.
Oh, we've covered a lot.
We have. We've explored the what, the why, the how.
The what, the why, the how.
From the specifics of GDPR to this bigger picture of data as a valuable resource.
Data as a resource, yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot more empowered. Yeah. Knowing that we actually have more control over our data than we think.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
In this case, it really is.
It really is.
Yeah, the more you know, the more you can take control.
And that's the core message here.
That's it.
This isn't just legal jargon, abstract concepts. Yeah. This is about giving you the tools to shape your digital experience.
To shape it, to make it yours.
To make it yours, yeah.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, I'm wondering, what are some key takeaways our listeners should walk away with? Right. What actions can they take right now to protect their privacy?
Well, first of all, stay informed.
Okay.
This world of data privacy, it's constantly changing.
It is.
New laws are being passed, new technologies are emerging, new challenges are coming up all the time.
All the time, yeah.
So make it a habit
to
stay up to date.
To stay up to date?
Yeah, on all the latest developments.
There are some great resources out there.
Well, so many.
Websites, podcasts, newsletters. Even just setting up a Google alert for data privacy.
That's a good idea.
Can keep you in the loop.
Keep you in the loop.
Right.
Yeah, and remember being informed. It's not just about knowing your rights.
Okay.
It's also understanding how your data can be used.
Okay, how it can be used.
Yeah, pay attention to those privacy policies.
I know.
Even if you just skim them.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
The better equipped you are to make those informed decisions.
It's like having a radar.
A radar.
Yeah, for potential privacy risks.
Yeah.
You start to notice things you might have missed before.
You do. You really do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the second takeaway.
Number 2.
Be proactive.
Be proactive.
Don't wait for something bad to happen before you take action.
Yeah, review those privacy settings. Use strong passwords. Be mindful of what you share online.
Be mindful.
It's so much easier to prevent a data breach than to deal with it afterwards.
It's like locking your doors and windows.
Yeah.
You know, a little effort up front can save you a lot of trouble down the road.
A lot of trouble.
And finally, you're not alone in this.
You are not alone.
Data privacy is a global issue.
It is.
And there are so many people around the world who care about protecting their rights and shaping a more ethical digital future.
And that's what we want.
That's what we want. So if you see something online that you think is a violation, don't hesitate to speak up.
Speak up, say something.
Report it to the company.
Yeah.
Contact a data protection authority. Or even just share your concerns with friends and family.
Tell everyone.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Collective action is powerful.
It is powerful.
We can't sit back and let our privacy be eroded.
No, we have to fight for it.
We have to hold companies and governments accountable.
We do.
This has been such an insightful journey.
It has.
I hope our listener is feeling more empowered to navigate this landscape.
I hope so, too.
With confidence.
With confidence.
To our listener, we say this.
Okay.
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay empowered.
3 important things.
Your data is valuable.
It is.
And your privacy is worth fighting for.
It is. It really is.
This isn't the end.
No.
It's just the beginning.
It's the beginning of your data rights journey.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep shaping the digital world you want to live in.
That's what it's all about.